The other thing you mentioned was the culling of the cows. And the worst thing that happens is people that have 20, 25 cows, half of them have a name, whether you like it or not. We become attached to these animals. And it's really hard. I mean, most people will go buy some feed instead of selling their cows. And you just have to somehow detach yourself from that and convince yourself that, as you said, Josh Harris, there's always some cows out there that are probably not your top end. And so the other thing that we do every year is when we work cows and usually it's in the like in the spring of the year before the grass really comes out, we give a cow a rating. This cow is a sure enough number one. This is what we're looking for. This cow is a two. She's older, maybe she's teeth getting worn. She raises a great calf, but we know she's not a number one. She's got something wrong with her. A three, those are the ones that you just are sure she's going to come up open, and maybe she keeps getting bred, but she's having late, or for one reason or another, she's real old, but keep that down. And the way I learned that was dealing with my dad, because inevitably we'd be calling cows, and when we'd be loading a trailer, he'd be like, "Oh no, Josie is going to get another chance," right? Or Jughead or whoever it was. And usually there's three or four or five of them in the cult pen, that he'd known for 15 years. Once we put a number three or a number four, and if he's got a number four, she's going that year. And we'd go through that process and he'd look at all the good cows. He'd say, "Yeah, she's a number four, no matter what her name is." Then when we call, it's just every number four, they get on the truck. We've already made that decision at a time when it wasn't emotional and all of that. So that's really helped us a lot with the culling. Because I'm the same way. I remember when they were born, nearly every one of them. And it's hard for me to put them on the truck. So that's really good because you can't let your stocking rate creep up and up and up. And I think that's what a lot of people do. And we do expect our system to improve with time, but that may not mean you can increase your stocking rate right away. And a lot of times that's oversold.